This video is made for adult collectors because now I gotta wait another year to go to a TFCON. Pain. Hi, I'm back from TFCON. I'm tired. I'm very tired. But TFCON was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I had a blast with my friends. I had a blast meeting everyone. A couple people did hand me things. One person didn't give me their name because I got bombarded and wasn't able to ask, so sorry. But when I show the thing you gave me, I want you to put your name in the comments, please, so I can pin it so everybody knows it was you. But let's just get on to the footage of what happened those few days I was away. So it actually started off a few days before the convention where I was picking up my friends from the airport and saw that this car was just leaking oil into the parking lot. And then we went to this store in a mall called Playtime Toys that had these weird knockoffs of Age of Extinction and Gamer Edition stuff. And then Dennis ate a burrito the size of his own head. My friend Nick then dumped an entire bucket on the floor of toys that everyone just sort of sifted through to pick things they wanted.
I fell down the stairs.
And then the next day was us going to the actual convention. We got there early, we waited in line, and then my friend Mikey was just saying random things.
What? That cake guy?
I ain't saying nothing.
Dude, who is this guy?
Oh my god. Gang shit. No, what's up, TFCON crew?
Oh my god, is that toy guy?
Oh my god. Then we actually got into the dealer room front. The line was so long, but we got in and there was so much stuff that greeted us. Like immediately the first table was just full of toys. There was a lot, I mean, it's TFCON, there's a lot of toys. It also sounds like someone's vomiting in the background of this, and I don't know who it is, but are you okay? You good? Do you need like water or something? There was a lot of, it was a bit overwhelming, the amount of toy when you walked in, and then we finally got into the actual dealer hall. Yeah, that wasn't the dealer hall. Now we're in there, and Mikey found an evac. T-Rex. Someone had an entire army of G2 troopers on a table, and then I got to check out the completed Ruination, which looks really cool, and the rest of the exclusives were really neat. Megatron sold out the Friday, the preview night, which was wild. Then the Chosen Prime had a whole bunch of different third-party and like high-end Takara products on display, which was really cool to see. I love their little like glass windows they have every year. This Quintesson is just weird. I don't like, it looks accurate, but it looks weird. And then Dennis bought this custom painted Nitro Zeus. It's a knockoff of the Nitro Zeus mold with the Dark of the Moon Shockwave head, but someone painted it purple with wall paint. And then there were more toys and more toys, and the prototype for Fans Hobby G2 Megatron, which was a lot bigger than I was expecting. I think it looks quite cool. Like there was a booth that had just everything way too expensive, like expensive Legends figures. I'm not paying $30 for that, I'm sorry. There was a booth that had a stack of Takara Legends, and then my friend Spikey bought this insanely massive 3A Optimus Prime, and it causes us problems later. And after that, we ended up going for lunch, and then it took the entire table's worth of people to remember how the hell Legacy Menasor worked, because none of us could remember how he worked.
Oh no! Yeah! I need that picture.
Dylan then decided to spend a ridiculous amount of money on his grail.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
The grail of grails.
And someone was charging $100 for this Shockwave. I don't quite understand why. Good lord. You're not getting $100 for that Shockwave. This is TRYPTYCON with the toy hacks and the non-F kit installed, and it looks so good. I'm kind of sad they didn't just release it like that. Oh, and then here's a photo of Dennis holding the gun for the 3A, sorry, Premium Evasion Prime, and he looks ridiculous. Then we went into the basement of the hotel because it was nice and cool because it was really hot that day, and just opened boxes of blockies on the floor. There goes my dog barking. How have you folded yourself this small? You're a fully grown adult my height and you're this small. Dylan then decided, the brave thing, to slice into his Grail's sealed box to open it because he wanted to play with this thing so bad. He broke the seal. And there it is. It looks glorious.
Military complex. I find
that's a couple $1 billion in American taxpayer funds right there, man.
Throw that back to you. Got a convoy going.
Hold on, wait, hold on, we got a convoy.
Do you know we got a convoy? That's the stuff for this.
Oh wait, I have to transfer.
Do you know how many parks we had to close?
And then Dennis in his natural habitat of eating food. He's eating
What the hell are you doing?
Eating again. You did every time.
I offered him.
Big Mac, he can get a Big Mac.
There isn't a bigger bag. We checked.
And then he did this for, I don't remember why Dennis did this, but Dennis was wearing a bag on his head. And then the bar had, they have themed drinks. And for some reason, they had this very, like they couldn't get a better photo of Starscream. There's pixelated Earthspark Starscream. And then some AI generated image of Springer. And you couldn't just like Google a picture of Springer. It was so weird. I wasn't there when Spikey brought the 3A Prime. My friend Mikey decided to reenact for all of us in the middle of the fancy restaurant, in the middle of the hotel. Just reenact what happened when he bought it, and it's very funny.
Dude. I can't believe I got it. I can't believe I got it, dude. Look at it. Dude. Look, it comes with the swords, dude. It literally comes with the swords. Dude.
It's just opening the whole thing.
I'm gonna open that fucking door.
Dude, look. It's literally him. I got it. I scammed him out of $400. I got it.
Then we went to Walmart because he needed a suitcase to put it and take it home because he was leaving the next day. And so there's us in the parking lot furiously trying to shove the item into the suitcase. There was a point where my friend Mikey was punching the box to get it in and we couldn't, it wouldn't fit.
The fucking suitcase in the Walmart parking lot. Not clickbait.
Guys, I think I gotta return the suitcase.
Tape it. Just fucking tape it. Dude. Look, it's fit enough.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
tape it. No, this is more than
Just
funny.
tape
This is
it.
actually really good.
Yeah, me too.
Then we get on to the second day, which was more toys, but there was a lot of new stuff that got pulled out and a lot of prices that were changed, that were lowered. Mikey, why did you say that? But it was just like, it was a lot more calm that day because there was just, it rained so bad in the morning. We couldn't see on the highway, so we had to like slow right down to 10 kilometers an hour on the highway with everybody else. But that kind of rained most of the people out in the morning, so it was nice and chill walking around with like breathing room. And someone had this giant Titanfall mech just hanging around, $2,000 Titanfall mech from 3A. It looked amazing.
Why?
I don't have any footage of this, but then we met up with TF Hype Guy and went for lunch, and he had the best poutine he's ever had in his life. I'm very glad I was there for him to have that experience. Just someone had a perfect grade Astray hanging about, and this Dennis looks like a disappointed dad with my Kyryujin. It's funny. But when we went to one of my friend's Airbnbs, we saw the dumbest way you could set up a coax cable in the wall. Then we played Quiplash, and yeah, you can imagine what a group of my friends would do with Quiplash.
A great sport that never caught on. Blank on ice skates.
What?
Its eyes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
God damn it. And then I don't know what's happening here.
We need to get this action into.
No, see what you don't, RJ, what you don't understand. Look, he's supporting her babies. Daddy ain't here.
Why?
Daddy left with the kids.
What? Oh my God.
Godzilla's supporting her.
This is the artist.
He's supporting her.
This is the artist.
He's supporting her.
This is the art.
He's supporting her.
I got it. I got it the first time.
He's supporting her.
You
can stop now.
He's supporting her during these trials.
What are you doing?
Look at look.
Wait,
look.
Wait, where's the button? Wait, you're missing something. Wait,
Jason is blow. Ah!
Childlike whimsy and wonder. Wow, happiness. Wow, bubble.
Wendy's up. You lost a front. Oh no! Oh no! He was a fucking kid.
You want to see the stuff I got? Because it's all over this room. It's everywhere. It's a bit of a mess. I'm not going to go in order because I don't remember the order. But I did get some things on the Friday when my friends came over here. And we just sort of, when my friend Nick dumped his bucket on the floor, we all kind of just traded things. So from one of my British friends, hi Beige, he gave me, I finally have all of the Nitro Zeus molds, and I have an Armada Thrust. He sucks, but I wanted him so bad, so I love this thing. My friend Mikey gave me some accessories from some figures I was missing, and some 3D printed weapons for like some Megatrons I had, but he also finally, he gave me this. So I'm one figure away from completing the Studio Series Leader class shelf. I just need a scavenger. So this is great. I already have the chair technically, so I didn't get the chair from him. Plus he wanted to keep the chair, so that's completely fine. But I have this idiot. He sucks, but like, I have him now. This basketball, you know what? Hang on. Can he stay? He's gonna stay in there until he falls out. And from my friend Greg, I got this. I'm so happy I have this. This is the Make Toys. Why is your gun flaccid? This is the Make Toys version. So now all I need to do is wait for 86 Devastator to be complete, and then I will have all 3 of the generation scale Devastators that exist that isn't Combiner Wars. One of my other friends handed me this. Spinosaurus. This thing is huge, by the way, because what do you mean he's this longer than Metroplex is tall? That's insane. Also on the Thursday when my friends and I went to that Playtime Toys store, they had these. They had 2 of these. My friend Dennis handed me a few things like this 6-inch Mechagodzilla, this is Kiryu, Protoform Prime, the Last Night version, and this. Absolute lifesaver for finding me this. And then my buddy Nick gave me a forklift and some eggs. I got eggs. Egg. Oh, and Dennis gave me 2 Lego minifigures. I forgot to mention that. I got Purple Pythor now. I feel like I'm missing something from my friends, but I think that's it. I could be wrong. But then on the Friday, as is tradition, I took my friends to Comic Alley Toys, my local shop. You know, the one that shows up, or not shows up, but the one that I talk about a lot that showed up in the Omega Prime video. I took them there, and they always have a blast there every year. It's great. The people are super friendly. They showed my buddies the basement, the cool basement that they have. I didn't buy anything from there because I go there often enough that I didn't need to. But we went to blah, 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 blah. That's English. We went to my hobby store, which is like 20 minutes down the road that way, I think. And they all bought like model kits of different things, Warhammer, the Joy Toy figures that they had. I bought some Gundams. The first one I got that I built is the Kshatriya, because Unicorn is my favorite. So this suit, I really wish there was a master grade of, I know there's a third-party master grade coming out, but I also know it's going to be ridiculously expensive to try and get it over here. I also grabbed an Amazing Red. I absolutely adore this kit. It's great. It's going to fall off the stand because it's precariously balanced on this stand. So I'm going to go put it back on the shelf now. But I really like this kit. And then to top things off, I got a Shin Musha Gundam. Now, though, we can get onto the actual haul of the convention. That was all the day before. The day of, we start with... This was the first thing I bought. I also got me an MP Cordon. I wanted this mold. This mold's okay, but I wanted this mold, and now I have it. And I was going to get Sunstreaker, but I got Cordon because I found me a missing Link Sunstreaker, who for the retail price, they were charging retail for this, thankfully, at the Ages 3 and Up booth. It was 130 bucks Canadian. That is a lot of money. I also finally managed to pick up one of these, a Studio Series Soundwave. I actually like this thing. I thought I was going to hate it. I don't like everything about it, but I like it enough to think that I'm going to keep it for a while, at least. Also, this thing right here, if you can see it in frame, I think you can, is the high-grade Destroy Gundam, just hanging out here. So, it's huge. I also picked up this, the Hayatoys Muto. I wanted this so bad, and it sold out like everywhere locally, and I just couldn't get one for a good price. But they had them for retail at the convention, so I grabbed one because I'm like, why the hell not? I love this thing. It's not as posable as I'd want it to be, but I still really like it. I finally found for a good price an Energon bulkhead. And what's really cool about this, first of all, first ever bulkhead toy. Second, the guy who I bought this from, he had this complete, like all the missiles are in a bag over there, but he had this complete, but he handed me another backpack and he's like, here's the original backpack that came with that toy and it's all busted and broken. And I replaced all the parts on this one and made one complete backpack, but he gave me the rest of the old one in case something else broke. And I thought that was super cool of him. So I didn't get his name, which is unfortunate, but thank you very much, whoever you are. This is great. I love this thing. I'm just going to hold these pieces because the rest of it's over there all put together, but I did get the entirety of a Micromaster Countdown base. And then I was handed this. Blockies, what is this? War Within Prime, but in blue. And I don't know who handed it to me. So the person came up and said, hi, I would love to give you something, and gave me this, and thank you very much for this. And as we were talking, I then got bombarded by like 2 other people who wanted to talk as well. And so they just kind of felt awkward and left before I was able to get their name. So I'm really, really sorry to whoever gave this to me that I didn't get your name. But again, please put who you are in the comments below and I will pin it so that everyone knows it is you. I also bought this motorcycle from Revenge of the Fallen. don't like it. I got an entire box of Galaxy Defender Wave 3 blockies simply for the Constructicon vehicles. I also then decided to dabble in my first ever Diaclone figure, like Diaclone Reboot toy. And I spoke to Boris at ages 3 and up, and he gave me like a whole bunch of tips and things on where to start and what to get into and what's good and what isn't. This is a really fun toy. I like this a lot. But oh my god, $115 is the retail price for this thing here, and that's ridiculous. So every year, I like going up to Aaron Archer and just talking about things because it's fun. He's always got some really cool insights and stuff. I wanted to get something signed by Aaron Archer, and I wanted something really cool signed by him, because normally I just buy a piece of art from him and he signs that, and that's cool, right? I need to frame them still. But I think it was the last toy that he physically had a hand in was Protoform Optimus Prime from the first movie. And there's like this whole story around how he did that in Starscream in 24 hours and all that. It's really neat. But I wanted to get a sealed one signed by him. And on day 1, there were no sealed ones. But on day 2, a booth put one out. So I got it signed by Aaron Archer. I'm going to hang this in my office because that's cool. I'm never opening this. I have one that's open. I don't need to. This is pretty sick. But he was signing things for free. And I felt kind of bad. I'm like, I gotta pay you something. So I bought one of his art books. Oh, and I forgot, my British friend also brought me this from TF Nation because I couldn't go last year. Now, I believe that's everything. I think it's everything. Because the days before the con, I got Silverbolt and that. The last thing I bought at the con, so there was a blast off, Power of the Prime's blast off that I wanted. And it was 85 bucks. And what my rule is that I go with a certain amount of cash for both days. Once I'm out, I am out. I don't pull out any more. That's a good way of like managing your spending and the money you're gonna like throw out at TFCON. So it was 85 and I had 78, I think, in my pocket. So I tried to ask the guy, hey, would you go down to this much? And he went, no. And I'm like, okay, cool. But there was one of these for 80 and the guy put it down to 75, which thank God. So now I have a full action version of this. Now I have the normal one and now I have the cool articulated one. It's here because I keep messing with it. Oh, and I almost forgot. I got Hot Wheels Stinger. Hooray. My friends bought me a Hot Wheels Pagani Huayra, and it's in the other room because the Huayra is my favorite car. And then I found a Stinger. So I'm keeping this one boxed, and the other Huayra is going to sit in front of it, and that's how I'm going to display these two. But yes, I have Hot Wheels Stinger now. Apparently, they did have Hot Wheels Barricade with the Punish and Enslave written on it, and they sold it like the day before because I got this on the Sunday. But yeah, this is cool. Post-con, I did pick up some other things because, you know, I had some pre-orders and some other stuff come in. So these have been built, but I got these. And then as part of my master grade backlog, if I can hold them properly. Paper cut. I got these. I also got this for dirt cheap because it was broken at the store, but I fixed it, so they gave it to me for cheap. Hooray. And then finally, they're out of their boxes right now, but I got these as well yesterday. And then YOLO Park Soundwave arrived as well. I also got this, and he kind of sucks. I'm not a big fan of this figure. I think it's weird. And then I also got Energon Prowl, and my friend Beige gave me a nice pick. Now I think that's... And then I got a Transformers 1 AMC Cinema Cup, because we didn't get those over here, and I wanted one. But thank you very much for watching. Now go and grab yourself some nachos. I don't know. Goodbye. I almost knocked the Destroy Gundam over. Good lord, I would have cried if that happened.